What's up? This is Ryan.
Hey, and this is Michael. Welcome to All Day Unpacked. We are back with another episode. There was a challenge that was announced today. And guess what? We were wrong again.
What are you going to do?
Not a whole lot. It was not anything to do with the Hall of Fame, nothing to do with historical moments, which we both thought because of the fact that they're down so much. But turns out it was all about record breakers for last season. So, yeah. The cool thing about this one is there's now 3 levels. Usually there's just a common and a rare. They're bringing in a legendary level reward this time. What do you think about that?
I actually think that's really cool. I was really impressed by that. I saw a bunch of people asking for it. I think that's cool. I think the people that buy legendaries should be rewarded. So I'm wondering, with like the packs, what exactly do you get with each pack, and like, can you get more than one pack? What's going on there?
Yeah, so there's 3 levels, as we said. So the first level is the common level. So the common level, it's a common pack. It has 3 cards or 3 moments in it, and one of them has a possibility of being a rare. So one in every 10 will have a rare. Then if you complete the rare challenge, you get the rare pack, and that will have a guaranteed rare moment, which has a 1 in 100 chance of being a legendary, and then you get your 2 commons. And then if you complete the legendary level, you get a pack with 5 moments.
Wow.
1 guaranteed legendary, 1 guaranteed rare, and then 3 commons. And then the nice thing is that all of these stack. So if you do complete all 3 challenges, you would get one of each pack. So if someone were to complete the legendary, the rare, and the common, they would walk away with, at a bare minimum, 1 guaranteed legendary, 2 guaranteed rare, and then 8 common. So if you hit that legendary tier, you get a legendary, a rare, and 3 commons. So that's a pretty cool payout.
Right.
I mean, if you already had 1 or 2 of those legendaries, it feels like buying the next one to get, buying a third one to get a free one seems like it makes a ton of sense. If you got none, it's kind of like a buy 3, get 1 free. So maybe that's enough to incentivize some people, but
possibly,
that's
I think
I won't be participating in that one, but
I think it's kind of rough because there's not many guys to choose from, as far as there's only so many record breakers to choose from. So I think it's a very it's tough when it comes to people fighting over a few legendaries. That's gonna make it very few that actually make that jump.
So 5 players that we got here. We got Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, we got Von Miller, we've got Jalen Waddle, and Justin Herbert. Those are the 5 that you can get. You have to have 3 of the 5 to complete the tier of the challenge. So pretty easy to do on the common level. Von Miller was like a $7 or $8 common before now. Cooper Kupp was like $12. So if you were in the marketplace, and even if you just buying a star here and there, probably completed the common level. The rare, a little bit harder to get, just because some of those moments were more money, especially like the Justin Herbert rare is a lot of money. But
and I don't think that the Jamar Chase was. It's not his debut, so I don't think as many people went after that Jamar Chase rare.
Well, he has 2 rares, I believe. So I think he's got multiple rares that you can collect. Yeah, so I think he has like a wild card one and like another. Yeah, so I think he has like 2. Jamar Chase has got a lot of moments. So
got it.
So a lot of possibilities there for him. But again, Von Miller wasn't too bad. The Waddle wasn't bad either, just because his debut was a legendary. And Cooper Kupp has, I think, multiple rares as well. So you could have got one of his rares probably for less as well. So like Cooper Kupp has 2 legendary moments, 2 rare moments, and 2 common moments. So I think again it was a good. This one that's $230 now was definitely worth less earlier today. In fact, I'll pull up this really quick just so you can see how much things are up over the last 24 hours. Von Miller's common leading the way, up 187%.
Wow.
Which is pretty big. And then Von Miller's rare up 103%. So Von Miller was obviously the kind of the low man on the totem pole here, dollar wise. So he's seen the biggest jump in his value.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what the what's his name, Justin Herbert rare is doing. Is that really affecting the price?
Nope.
Yeah.
So you can see down here, like the Justin Herbert rare, his rookie.
Yeah.
has had zero movement today. It's the exact
Yeah.
same price. So because
You
again,
either got
if
it
you
or
only
you
have to have
don't.
3 of the 5, why are you going to buy the one that's $1,350 when you can get one for $300? So
Absolutely.
not
I
a lot of
completely
movement.
agree. I just thought maybe it would move the needle, like somebody who is thinking about getting a Justin Herbert and just thought, all right, now I'll take the plunge. But
No, I
obviously
mean you
not
can see right
happening.
here on the rares, it's pretty easy to see that like the Von Miller is like the one that everybody's going after, Cooper
Yep.
Kupp, Jamar Chase, and those you can see reflected in the amount of price. The other thing you can look at too is the 24-hour volume over here. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean you see 179 Von Millers moved, 126 Cooper Kupps, Jamar Chase 121, 110 Von Millers again. So
Right.
you're going to see a good number of people completing this challenge. Looks like probably maybe like a 200, 300, 400 people will complete this rare challenge. And then as
Right.
far as the legendary, let's take a peek at legendary and see what we're seeing movement. So 8 Von Millers and 8 Cooper Kupps moved. So probably
Right.
a lot of people who already owned like a Jalen Waddle or a
Sure.
Justin Herbert, you know what I'm saying, who had one of the other
Yeah.
guys and then picked up one of these two cheap. So 8 people. So I guess my 5 or under was a little off. It sounds like it's going to be probably more in the 10 to 15 range now of people
Oh,
that
yeah.
are going to complete this challenge.
Right.
That's
Well, I
great.
mean, what and Cooper Cup is going for what? I can't quite see that on my screen.
Cup's going for 3,100 for his non-Super Bowl moment, and then his Super Bowl one is going for
Right.
4,250.
Got it. Okay.
So
I mean, essentially, you're spending. I mean, Von Miller's gone up, so essentially, you're spending about $6,000 to get a legendary. In a sense, if you own one legendary,
because if you own one, right? If you own one, you're spending 5,500. If you don't own one right now to get in, it's
Yeah.
about a $10,000 investment. So $10,000 to get those 3, that would then get you the 4th legendary. So
and my guess is
That's-
you've got a bunch of people that have 1 or 2 that are just nobody's going the 3Z route. I can't imagine.
yeah. Well, I bet someone out there is doing it because it's why not? If you're into this and you want to get into this,
Sure.
I mean, why not buy 3 legendaries and then get a 4th one for free? Especially if you got it early before they all jacked up. So
Let's go through the packs. I mean, who can you get like in these packs? I saw some specific names. I'm not
Yep.
recalling them off the top of my head, but yeah, let us know
So-
who some of those people are.
yeah. So in the common packs, what they added now was before you were guaranteed a Woods or a Marquise Brown.
Right.
They've added a 3rd guy to that pack, and that's Christian McCaffrey. So now
McCaffrey,
his
okay.
debut moment, which is going to be a common moment, will be available in these packs. So that I think will be an interesting one that they're adding to the mix. And then on the
Got
rare,
it.
it's all the same ones as before, right? Aaron Rodgers, Keenan Allen, Elliott, Moore, Josh Allen, Jacksonville, Khalil Mack, and the Patriots team melt. So you have all those as options to get if you get the rare pack. And then if you pull a legendary, you're guaranteed a legendary from Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, Justin Jefferson, Micah Parsons, Mac Jones, and then the new one that they've just added is Elijah Mitchell. So you're
Interesting.
guaranteed a legendary of one of those players. So looking at that,
Couple of those
there's
sound
some
pretty
good ones
pretty
in
good.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Justin Jefferson out right now?
Yeah, I think the Justin Jefferson legendary came out. Let's see, gosh, in one of the prior rewind packs, I want to say. So
Sure.
let me double check just to make sure we'll add them to the list here. So Justin Jefferson, yep, he's out. He's running 2140, and of
Oh,
the
really? It's
59,
2140.
it looks like
But
What's
that's
that?
not his debut, right? His debu's a common.
no. His
Okay.
debut's a common. So
Okay.
actually, of all of those legendaries, I don't think any of them are debuts. I think every one of these legendaries is a. Let's see here. So are there any debuts? Micah Parsons, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon, Elijah Mitchell, Mac Jones. No. So none of these legendary moments are debuts. They are all just legendaries of that player. So
Interesting.
you're probably looking at like a 2,000, $2,500 again, unless you get that Elijah Mitchell, which depending on how many of them they release right now, could be pretty rare
Right.
at first and might be the price might be kind of artificially inflated like it is on Khalil Mack right now.
Right. Well, I see Eckler's going for $12.99 right now.
His
And
legendary,
who else is it? Yeah, his legendary's going for
Aaron
$12.99.
Rodgers. Or I'm sorry.
Okay.
Austin Eckler, you said $12.99. Joe Mixon, Micah Parsons, Mac Jones. So I would guess the Micah Parsons.
The Micah
is probably
Parsons
going
is the
for-
one.
Is that how much?
Yeah.
Is that?
How much you check the Micah Parsons? I'm seeing Joe Mixon is 1139.
Parsons is 3,400.
Okay, so 1139 for Mixon. You said 34 for Parsons. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I would think if you had two of them, it would be worth your while. Having one, boy, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Considering you're getting,
I have
Von
none,
Miller.
so I will not be getting a legendary pack.
Well, I have so many legendaries that I don't even need another
well, you
one.
just are a legend, so what the hell, right?
Pretty
I mean,
much,
you should
yeah.
just be rewarded for who you are.
Yes. All right. So what else do we got? What do we got as far as rules? Any like special rules that's going on with the contest?
No special rules. The contest ends on the 1st. The airdrop's going to happen on the 5th. So that gives everybody the weekend basically to assemble their folks, to get everything in line. So you got a few days to get everything set up. And then
does it have a cutoff time for the 1st?
Yep.
It's
1 p.m. Eastern time on August 1st.
And that is a what day? Let's check. August 1st is a
Monday.
Yeah. Okay. So you got some time to
So
get to work
weekend.
and yeah.
Yep. So
Interesting.
get your paycheck ready tomorrow. See what you want to do with it. Want to make an investment, and then figure it out from there. I mean, look. Here's the thing. I think this is a great just everything aside, the excitement of the legendary. I know that's not what I'm participating in, but I really like this challenge because I think it's the one thing before is they were going after all these kind of obscure players and creating these again, you would see guys like Donald Driver was pumping $100 and just guys like that would then come all the way back down. But the nice thing about this is every single one of these players is a star, right?
Sure.
There's not
I think the only one you could say is maybe Von Miller is. I mean, he's a bona fide star, but as far as his value of his moment, that it's not been as high as some of the other ones.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess my point is that if you're a collector and you're collecting these moments, that you've probably at some point you have a Jamar Chase, you have a Cooper Kupp, you have a Jalen Waddle. Those are exciting. If you're a fantasy player, you've probably got 4 of these 5. If you again, you just like to collect the stars, you've at least got 4 of these 5. So, I mean, if you like, if you're an LA fan, you've got,
especially if you're an LA fan.
If you're an LA fan, yeah.
Have you noticed that? I mean, and I realize that the Super Bowl winner, but have you noticed that? I think it's been 2 or 3 of the challenges that there's been multiple Ram moments from that have been required for challenges.
Well, but that's because if you look at where, if you're looking at players with the most moments, it's all the players who made the playoffs. Because
I agree.
In the regular season, there's a few moments, but the playoffs is where we got. That's why we have so many Jamar Chases, Cooper Kupps, all the Von Miller, all these guys got extra moments from the playoffs when they were doing awesome things. So So I think it'll balance out as we go into the next season. But for sure, right now, there's always going to be an extra, amount. I mean, even the Bills, they didn't make the Super Bowl, but there's, a couple of Bills who've got a number of moments and such. So
right.
More so than a lot of the other players.
So in comparison to all the other challenges that they've had, I mean, what's your take ranking this one against some of the other ones? Where do you find this to land?
That's a good question. I'm trying to remember a few of the other ones right now, but I would have to say, let's see. All right, just pull up the other ones. We have the schedule release, the draft, and the trade tracker. I would say that to me, probably the most kind of in tune, on time with what was going on in the NFL, that the draft one was pretty cool, where you had to have a different, person from each round. As much as it was kind of a pain to have some of those moments, I thought that one was pretty cool. The schedule release one was a surprise. It was fine. The trade tracker one I thought was pretty creative. So, I mean, I think it's right in line. I feel like the most creative one was the draft one, but I can't really complain about any of these challenges.
Right. I kind of feel the same way. I feel like, it's middle of the pack. I have no problems with it. I would like to see a little bit more creativity. I really like the draft one. I thought it was just I guess you'd call it the user experience of just kind of going through and seeing you can plug in your players to the draft and the rounds. It just felt like you were more in something where it's these, it just kind of feels like you've got, you're just collecting like random moments. It doesn't feel like you're part of anything special. It's like, I did feel like they could have done something for the Jaguars Raiders game, or at least included them in it because it's part of the Hall of Fame and whatnot. But I think the challenge is great, but I would like to see like more inclusion of the actual game versus just collecting random moments. That's the one hit I would give it.
I think we will see a lot more of those going into the season when there are actual games being played. It's hard to get excited about a preseason game, so I understand why they didn't want to do the Raiders Jags. I mean, it's it wouldn't have had the same kind of
I guess what I was saying is go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think people get as excited about buying Logan Cook and James Robinson in the secondary market. Although we did see a lot of those move, right? But it's just not as exciting as when it's if you're to complete a challenge, if you have to buy a Jamar Chase, that feels like a solid investment. That feels like a solid. So you're not as so you don't feel as negative, like, oh god, why do I have to pay $20 for James Robinson when he was $5 the other day? I mean, he could be, again, that's a guy that could wind up being a star sometime, but Jamar Chase just feels like more of a sure shot right now.
Absolutely, yeah, and I get that. I was just saying that if there was some inclusion on some level, that would have been ideal to me. But again, no real complaints about this. I think they're doing a great job, so I'm not going to worry too heavily about it.
I pulled up really quick just to show what happened to the historical market today, which is pretty red.
Good idea.
In the last 24 hours. Yeah. So nothing is up in historical because a lot of people were counting on, a Hall of Fame challenge or something like this. So here's the thing. If you bought one of those moments, hang on to it, right? Because it's probably going to come around to a challenge at some point. They're going to do that challenge at some point. So, so why get rid of it? Number one. And number two, hey, okay, so don't, like if let's say you're not hitting on some of these challenges or whatever, go, you got a rare Cooper Cup, go sell them right now, get your extra dollars for it, come back here, buy some of these, while they're beat down, buy some of the historical bottleneck ones, and then, go and then on August 2nd, go buy back your, go buy back your Cooper Cup, and you've earned yourself some free moments. So take advantage of these ups and downs in the market because it's like if you're not going to utilize all of them, those guys, there's going to be a drop. There always is post event. So take advantage of it.
Agreed. Fully agree on that. Yeah. I think that I think a lot of people I'm noticing in Discord and whatnot, people are starting to take advantage of the ups and downs. I think they've been doing it for a little bit, but I noticed that there's momentum gaining with that, which is smart. So it's good to see that that's happening.
Right. And I agree. Get one way or another, get paid. Either get your free pack or sell what you're not using and then buy it back. And again, if you want, don't you don't have to sell it forever. You can always buy it back on the 5th. Just sell it now and get your money's worth. It's like you might as well get an extra $20. You could buy yourself 5 Logan Cooks with that. So
right. Well, in conclusion, I got to say that I like this challenge, and I myself am going to try and maybe grab a couple of these packs. The one question I have, and maybe you've seen this in the rule, is can you get more than one pack of each type, or is it just one of each type?
I think you're limited to just one of each type, so you can't just stack. I think it even explicitly says you can't stack packs.
Right. And that would make sense.
Which, I mean, it'd be nice if they let you, but it says, let's see.
Yeah.
Where did I read it? I read it somewhere.
I thought I saw something that said get one of each, 3 or something like that. That was the main headline.
Yeah, you get the, well, it's interesting too, because 1 out of every 10 common reward packs have a rare.
Right.
And then 1 in every 100 of the rare packs have a legendary, which is how the Justin Jefferson legendary kind of made it out in the wild over the last year.
Yep.
And then you get here with the legendary, you get the legendary rewind pack. So I don't know. I don't think you get 2 separate packs, but now I can't. Now I'm double guessing myself here. So
Right. Well, here, hang on just a second. Let's see. I want to say that I specifically saw it in the challenges. It says not one, not two, but three possible. Three possible rewind reward packs are available. So I think it's pretty much. It doesn't say verbatim, but I think it's pretty damn clear.
Yeah.
I think that's about as clear as it gets. I don't think they're trying to give out more than that. So, but yeah. So let's.
It says right here. Yeah, it says if you'll get a rerun. If you meet the rare and meet the lower level, you'll get both packs. So you'll thus get both a common and rare rewind pack. See the reward section for more details. So then, if you do the legendary pack, you will get a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3, and get all 3 packs. So I believe, and the legendary pack comes with a rare in it. So you complete the legendary challenge, you get a legendary and 2 rares if you also met the rare challenge. So you could get.
Are these 4 cards or are these 3 per
The legendary pack has 5 cards.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it
2
has
commons,
3
1 rare, or 3
commons, 1 rare, 1 legendary.
Wow.
I mean, the rare pack has 1 rare, 2 commons, and then the common pack has 3 commons, possible rare. And then, of course, the rare pack has the possible legendary.
Got it.
So,
cool.
It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, again, I think the reward levels are good. I think they're right. You know, it's... Even though I don't own any legendaries, I think that's good that they should be. Anybody who's willing to shell out, thousands of dollars on these moments should be rewarded. If you're holding 3 of these things, there's no way you popped all 3 in packs. So you went and bought them in the secondary market. So good for you. You should get, getting a free legendary. The rich get richer, but hey, deservedly so.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, that wraps up this episode of All Day Unpacked. So we're going to head out of here. Peace.